All right, let's get ready to boost those sales skills because today we're diving deep into how to speak English confidently in sales meetings.
You know those crucial
Oh,
conversations
yeah.
where you really got to be clear so you can make a difference?
It's make or break sometimes.
That's right.
If English isn't your first language, stick with us. We'll break down the phrases and strategies that can make you feel like a total pro.
Exactly. It's like having the right tools in your toolbox, you know?
Okay, I like that.
We're going to focus on practical language, keeping things clear so you
Okay.
can really connect with your clients, present your ideas in a strong way, and ultimately close those deals.
I love that toolbox analogy.
Thanks.
All right, let's imagine we're walking into a sales meeting. What's a phrase that can immediately set the tone? Show them you're serious.
One that comes to mind is drive sales.
Drive sales.
Yeah, it shows you're not just there to chat.
Right.
You're there to have a real impact on their bottom line.
I like it. It's direct, it's action-oriented,
Yeah.
but it's not just about being assertive, is it? You got to know where you stand in the market.
Absolutely. You have to understand your competitors. When you can match the competitors,
Okay.
you're not just saying, hey, we offer a good product or we offer a good service.
You're the best.
You're saying we're the best, and you've done the research.
You've done your homework.
You're ready to show them why they should pick you.
Okay, so it's like a friendly competition,
Right.
but you're coming in prepared to win.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm curious, what happens when you propose an idea and you can just tell it's not clicking with the client? What do you do?
You have to be ready for those objections. A phrase like, it'll never fly.
It'll never fly.
Yeah, it's a way to address their concerns head on.
Okay.
It's not about being negative. It's more about being realistic,
Okay.
anticipating the roadblocks, and having solutions ready to go.
So you're not just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah.
You've thought things through, you're ready for those challenges.
Yeah.
All right, on a lighter note, let's talk about promotions.
Ah, yes. Who doesn't love a good deal?
Right.
In sales, promotions are all about giving a little extra something to make the offer better.
I like it.
It could be a discount, a special package, or even more support. It's about making your offer irresistible.
Okay, so we've got drive sales, match the competitors, anticipate objections with it'll never fly, and sweeten the deal with promotions. Now, let's add some everyday phrases that can really smooth out your English, make it sound effortless.
Yeah, I love that.
What are some of your favorites?
Instead of saying, I'll arrive soon, which can sound a bit vague, try saying, I'll be there any minute.
Ooh, I like that. I'll be there any minute.
It makes you sound more confident and specific.
Yeah, like you're already on your way, you're reliable.
Okay, what else?
Well, instead of saying, I'm thinking about, which can sound a little unsure, try. We should consider.
Okay.
It makes you sound more collaborative.
Oh, it brings the client into the conversation.
Exactly.
I'm taking notes. What else?
How about instead of just saying, that's a great idea, try, that's a brilliant idea.
That's a brilliant idea.
A little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it shows you're really excited about their ideas.
Yes,
Okay, I think we have a solid foundation here.
I agree.
How about we see these phrases in action? Let's do a little role play.
Okay, I'm game.
Okay, I'll be the salesperson, you be the customer. Let's imagine we're talking about some new software. Ready?
Always looking for ways to make things run smoother, so yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Thanks for meeting with me today. I'm really excited to show you how our software can drive sales for your company.
Okay.
It's been helping businesses just like yours get incredible results.
Well, I'm always looking for ways to improve our numbers. Tell me, how does your software stack up against the competition? Can it really match the competitors?
Absolutely. It's more intuitive and user-friendly than anything else out there.
It integrates seamlessly with what you're already using. And it gives you real-time data analytics so you can see your progress every step of the way.
Okay.
Plus, we've got a special promotion going on right now that can help you get started. It's a fantastic deal.
It all sounds pretty good, but to be honest with you, I'm a little hesitant. Implementing new software can be such a hassle.
Yeah.
What if it's too complicated for my team?
Yeah.
I'm worried it'll never fly.
I understand your concerns.
Okay.
That's why we offer comprehensive training and support to make the transition as smooth as possible.
Okay.
We'll be with your team every step of the way to make sure they feel comfortable using the software. Plus, it's so intuitive.
Uh-huh.
I think you'll be surprised how quickly everyone picks it up.
Okay. That does address some of my concerns. But what about the cost? I have to be sure this fits within our budget.
I'm glad you asked. That's where our special promotion comes in.
Hmm.
For a limited time, we're offering a significant discount.
Okay.
It's a perfect time to try it out and see the results for yourself.
All right, that's a brilliant idea. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this promotion.
Fantastic. I'm happy to break it down for you. And while we're at it, why don't we take a quick pause and define some of the key words we've been using today,
Okay.
just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Sounds good to me. Clear communication is key.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack some of those key terms we were tossing around.
Okay.
First up, concrete solutions.
Yeah.
What does that mean, really, when we're talking about sales?
It means you're not just talking about ideas, you're giving them specific, tangible ways to solve their problems.
So it's not just pie in the sky.
Exactly. It's about showing them how your product or service can really make their lives easier,
Right.
their business more efficient, help them achieve their goals.
Okay, so like you're painting a picture of success, right?
Yeah.
They can see the benefits.
Yeah.
All right, next one. In the market. I mean, I know what a market is, but what does it mean to be in the market for something?
It means they're actively looking for a solution to a problem they're having. They're ready to buy.
So they need what you've got.
Yeah, and your job is to show them that you have exactly what they need.
I like that. Okay, how about competitive? What does it mean to be competitive in sales?
Being competitive means you're not just good, you're better than the rest. You know what your competitors are offering, and you can explain why yours is better.
So you're highlighting those unique selling points that make you stand out.
Exactly.
Okay, last one for our vocabulary roundup. Sales strategy. What does that cover?
It's your plan, your roadmap to success. It's how you approach your market, present your product, and close those deals.
Like a game plan. Okay, now that we've got our vocabulary down pat, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about something that I know can be a challenge for a lot of people.
Oh,
Building confidence when speaking English in these sales meetings.
it's true. Even for experienced salespeople,
Yeah,
speaking in another language can be nerve-wracking.
for sure.
But there are lots of practical tips that can help you feel more confident and speak more fluently.
Okay, let's get into it. What's your number one tip for someone who's feeling intimidated by speaking English in a professional setting?
Practice. The more you speak, the easier it gets. Find opportunities to chat in English,
Okay.
whether it's with coworkers, friends, or even just practicing on your own.
Like anything else, right?
Yeah, it's like working a muscle. The more you use it,
The stronger it gets.
the stronger it gets. Exactly.
Okay, but what about those moments in a sales meeting when you're asked a question you weren't expecting or the conversation starts moving super fast?
Those can be tough. One helpful thing is to have a collection of go-to phrases you can use in different situations. It can give you that boost of confidence
Right.
and help keep the conversation flowing.
It's like having a cheat sheet.
Yes.
Okay, what about all the technical terms and industry jargon?
Oh, yeah, that can be tricky.
How do you keep up with all of that?
You have to stay current on industry trends, the terminology,
Yeah.
Read industry publications, listen to podcasts, attend webinars, and don't be afraid to ask if you're not sure what something means.
Okay, so be a lifelong learner.
Exactly. Always keep adding to your toolbox.
Okay, now I want to put you in the hot seat. Imagine you're walking into that sales meeting.
Okay.
What are some things you can do right then and there to pump yourself up and set yourself up for success?
I would say preparation is key.
Okay.
Before the meeting, research the client, their company, the industry. Practice your pitch
Yeah.
until you feel comfortable, confident, and visualize success. See yourself going in there, feeling good, speaking clearly, persuasively, and closing that deal.
I love that. Visualization is powerful stuff. It's like giving yourself a mental pep talk before the big game. Okay. Before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a few questions to think about.
Okay, sounds good.
What are some other phrases you can use in a sales meeting to show you're confident and in control? We talked about drive sales and match the competitors,
Uh-huh.
but what are some other good ones to add to your repertoire?
Ooh, that's a good challenge. It's all about finding language that feels natural for you, and shows your expertise. For example, instead of saying, I think, try saying, I'm confident that.
Okay.
Or instead of saying, maybe we could, try, I recommend that.
I see. So it's about those subtle changes.
Right.
They can really make a difference.
Exactly.
Okay, second question. How can you adapt these phrases and strategies to your specific industry.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Because every field has its own language.
Right, and its own terminology.
So make sure it resonates with your audience.
It's crucial. Do your research. Pay attention to how other people in your industry are talking, what words they use, what are their pain points. The more you understand your audience,
the better you can connect.
The better you can connect with them, exactly.
Okay, final question. What's one small thing you can do today to improve your English for sales meetings? It doesn't have to be anything huge.
Yeah, I love that. Small steps lead to big results.
Yeah.
How about pick one phrase we talked about today and try using it in your very next conversation.
Yeah?
Maybe it's drive sales or that's a brilliant idea.
Okay.
The more you use it, the more natural it will feel.
It's like adding that tool to your toolbox and actually taking it out for a spin.
Yes.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about powerful phrases, persuasive strategies, and even how to feel more confident speaking English in those sales meetings. What final words of wisdom would you leave our listeners with?
Remember, effective communication, it's a skill. You can learn it, you can develop it. And the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes,
Yeah, it's all part of the process.
It is, and always be open to learning and growing.
Beautifully said. It's been a pleasure diving into this topic with you. I feel like I learned so much.
Me too.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it valuable and insightful. Remember, the power of effective communication is in your hands.
That's right. Use it wisely.
Until next time.
See you then.